So today we've got the pleasure of looking at some of the coolest, most desirable modern American supercars ever built. The 05, 06 Ford GTs. And this video, it's not gonna be just about these cars because everyone knows what these cars are, but really how the modern market and today's classic car market are looking at these cars and how it's changed over the years. So to just briefly go over the cars so you guys know what we're looking at, we've got a 2005 red car, no stripe, but all other three options. So the four options you could get with these cars when you ordered them new were stripes, painted calipers, the alloy wheels, and the McIntosh sound system. Moving on to this car here, which is the Golf livery car, that was a big option when these cars were new, a $15,000 option. The livery obviously paying homage to the Golf racing car, the GT40 that won Le Mans with this livery. These cars have been special since they were new, and today they're still extremely special. Now going over to this black car, this car has the painted calipers, it's got the wheels, and it's got the stripe. Doesn't have the stereo system, but you know, when I first started buying and selling these cars in the early 2010s, this was the hot ticket. Obviously, you know, this car was number one, but if you weren't after a Golf livery car, you wanted a black car with the stripes. By now, everyone knows the story of the GT40. Everyone's seen the Ford versus Ferrari movie, you know, Ford's MO of going to Le Mans and putting Ferrari to shame. And they eventually did, winning 4 years in a row. But all that success on the track didn't translate to big numbers of street car sales during the 60s. They only really built a handful of those cars, and they were essentially race cars. So again, they did not sell many of those street cars in the 60s. So over those next 40 years, the guys at Ford really wanted to capitalize and try and recreate the excitement of the GT40 in a new way with attempts like the GN34 and the GT90, but none of those really working out. 1999 rolls around, 2000 roll around, enough time has passed that they can just build a new GT40. That's almost exactly what they did here. Obviously, these cars are bigger, they're modern cars, they have safety requirements. They couldn't build them exactly like the GT40, they're not 40 inches high. These cars became the Ford GTs. So when these cars finally hit the production line in 05 and 06, they built over 4,000 of them. Hugely more successful than the streetcar program in the 60s, allowing a huge number of people to actually get their hands on these by comparison. Now, when we're talking about ultra low mileage cars, and sometimes there's even a distinction to ultra low mileage cars, you know, there's collectors out there that won't touch any of these cars unless they have under 10 miles on them. Completely different in the wrapper. These cars, you know, you could drive around your parking lot, you're allowed to fire them up, but a car with under 10 miles, that's a car that you push everywhere. So obviously these cars were collector cars right from the drop of the hat in 05 and 06. But today there has been some serious price appreciation here, and all the different variants, you know, the different colors, the different options, those are all amplified as the price has gone up. So, you know, you can't help but look at what has gone on with the Ferrari Enzos over the last couple months, you know, a huge re-rating in the market. You have the yellow Enzo, yellow being a rare color for an Enzo, selling for $17 million. Then we go over to the Paris auction. A red Enzo sells for $9.5 million. All similar mileage cars. Then more recently, a black Enzo, again, a rare color combo, sells for $15 million. Really driving home the point that specs, given the same mileage, matter for a lot in these cars. So if we're gonna start comparing these cars here, you know, you've got what was a $15,000 option new becomes amplified. This car today, it's gonna be $1 million plus. Now we go back to, you know, what was a pretty optioned out, desirable car. Again, low mileage car, but it's got the stripes. It's a good color. It's gonna be 650 to 750. That's a big difference. We go over here to the 2005 no striper car, which was probably the least desirable car when these cars were new and a few years after when they were buying and selling. You know, one, it was red, a lot of these cars were red, and two, it didn't have stripes. But there were so few ordered without stripes that today a no stripe car probably brings a $100,000 premium. Not to mention the fact that all the original GT40 street cars, they were no stripe cars. So when you're buying one of these cars now, or really any collector car now, more than ever, guys are looking at the specs and how rare they are. So now we've got to ask ourselves the question, do you need a car like this? Well, no. No one needed an original GT40 and no one needs an 05 or an 06 Ford GT. But do you want a car like this? Or like this one? Or like this one? Having driven one of these cars, yeah, you want a car like this. And if you pick the right mileage and the right specs, I think you could do very well over the next little while with one of these cars as an investment. So yeah, you want an 05 or an 06 Ford GT.